everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining us in celebration this evening. We're delighted that you're spending some of your valuable time with us celebrating local food in Summit County. This is our 4th annual Savor the Summit in recognition of a Liam Murray Local Food Hero. This award honors both the accomplishments of an individual or organization within our local food system and remembers a champion of this work. Summit Food Coalition is a group of people and organizations working together to build a just, sustainable, and vibrant local food system. In short, we work to improve the quality of life through food. Our focus areas consist of access, advocacy, education, and entrepreneurship, and all the ways they intersect with one another in our broader food system. I'd like to take a few moments to go down our list of gratitude for the evening. First, I want to thank our wonderful Savor the Summit Planning Committee. Jacqueline Kowalski, Judy James, Eileen Abel, Elizabeth Walters, Michael Durr, Claude Christensen, Megan Daly, and Audrey Reaver. It is because of these lovely humans, their guidance, ideas, and work, that we were able to shift our annual event to make it happen despite the chaos surrounding us this year. You are all so delightful to work with and so eager to jump in wherever needed, and I appreciate your participation and bringing this event together. Savor the Summit would not be possible without the support of our sponsors, for which we cannot express enough gratitude. This year has been especially hard since so many of our sponsors from previous years have been harshly impacted by COVID. We are so grateful for Good Samaritan Hunger Center and their continued support of our event. I'm also grateful to the many hands that brought pies and donated wine to our tables this evening. Their generosity and contribution to a joyful celebration are so appreciated. And I hope you all enjoyed the experience of online bidding for the pies and wine this year. I'd also like to thank the Coalition's Advisory Committee members and our host institution, the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank. Thank you all for your support, guidance, encouragement, and belief in making our corner of the world better through food. I am grateful to all of you and am proud to be working with you to transform our food system. I hope you have all enjoyed the grazing boxes and cocktails put together by Nosh Creative Catering. Their ability to showcase local and seasonal items highlights how delicious and rewarding it can be when we support our local growers, producers, and creatives. Thank you, Nosh team, for your creativity and can-do spirit in the face of so much uncertainty. I'd also like to thank our wonderful videographer, Tim Fitzwater, for sharing his skills with us and bringing this video to you all, as well as thanks to Element Studio for crafting the beautiful Local Food Hero Award each year. A few words on our work. The coupling of the crises we are collectively facing in 2020 have given Summit Food Coalition the opportunity to really think about what it means when we say we are working towards a just, sustainable, and vibrant local food system. What does a just food system look like? Who gets to participate? And who gets to decide what those mean? Who benefits from the status quo, and who will benefit from food system transformation? I've been thinking about this quite a lot, and anytime we begin to think about transforming a system, it can easily become overwhelming. Yet there are tangible things that we are doing in our focus areas of access, advocacy, entrepreneurship, and education to make headway. Our work in the access realm this year has been particularly meaningful. Nationally, there was a major increase in interest in gardening, and we were able to provide our neighbor food mini grants to 5 community gardens in the greater Akron area this year, helping them to purchase items to support infrastructure such as fencing, water access, and raised beds for garden expansion. We were also able to provide free seeds to community gardeners through a partnership with Seed Programs International. Additionally, at the intersection of our access and entrepreneurship work, we've been piloting a new program in partnership with Produce Perks Midwest, United Way of Summit and Medina, and Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank. This new program is connecting 50 local families with fresh produce directly from Let's Grow Akron and Frontline Farm. Families enrolled in the program receive a produce delivery every other week over the course of 12 weeks. This program provides access to $9,000 worth of fresh produce, funds which also directly benefit our local economy by supporting the participating growers. Connecting the food insecure directly with local growers creates resiliency, and it's just the kind of work that gives us real hope that change is possible. As part of our advocacy work, we partnered with multiple organizations across the state to make policy recommendations to Governor DeWine that would support the farming and food sectors, as well as food insecure households. Recommendations included expanding opportunities for using SNAP benefits for online shopping, providing guidance for farmers market operations, ensuring direct-to-consumer outlets were supported through relief packages, and more. Finally, our education work has focused on sharing how the COVID crisis, as well as systemic racism, impacts food systems, and taking concrete steps to work with our leadership to engage in racial equity studies so we can better serve our communities. Moving forward, we will continue to ask ourselves, what would it look like if we compensated our farm and food workers like the essential employees they are now deemed? What would it look like if Black farmers, on whose ancestral traditions sustainable agriculture is built, enjoyed the same opportunities as white farmers? What if the same benefits were provided to the laborers as quote-unquote skilled workers receive? Paid sick leave, living wages, time off, health insurance? Not only would this provide more stability for those individual employees and families, but imagine how transformative it would be for our communities. What would happen if everyone could afford nutritious food because they earned adequate income? What would that mean for our health outcomes, our education outcomes, our very quality of life? The changes needed to bring forth a reality where every human within our food system is cared for will not happen overnight. Summit Food Coalition is in it for the long haul, and I hope you'll join us in this work laid before us. We need your help to address the inequities undergirding our food system. Whether you're moved by issues of access or opportunities for advocacy, passionate about entrepreneurship or education, your voice and life experience is needed to shape a more just food system for our future. Now for the reason we come together this evening. It is a real delight to recognize Asia Inc. for their long-term work in food systems in both Akron and Cleveland. Over the years, Asia has provided opportunities for their immigrant and refugee clients to continue their farming traditions and to pass along their skills and knowledge. Through a long-standing partnership with Schmidt Family Farm, they worked with 18 growers to grow foods representative of the cultures of the clients they serve and to carry on their farming traditions. In 2014, Asia began managing a farmers market, providing additional opportunities for the growers they worked with to connect with the broader local community. Over the years, they've worked with 44 local businesses to provide entrepreneurial opportunities through their farmers markets. Their markets have also provided a place for food insecure families to stretch their food dollars. Since being authorized to accept SNAP in 2016, they have played a vital role in connecting families with a diverse array of nutritious produce through SNAP, nutrition incentives such as Produce Perks, WIC, and the Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program. Altogether, their markets have helped families stretch over $22,000 in food purchases, directly supporting small-scale local growers. That's a tremendous achievement for both food insecure families and our local agricultural community. Additionally, Asia Inc. manages a microloan program, providing loans of up to $25,000 to low-income and immigrant entrepreneurs that otherwise may not be eligible for conventional loans. Thus far, 8 businesses in Akron have received nearly $130,000 in support, allowing for the opening, expansion, and upgrade of multiple local food businesses in our community. Because of the multiple ways Asia Inc. engages in food systems work, it is my privilege to award Elaine So, CEO, with the 2020 Leah Murray Local Food Hero Award.
Hello, friends. Thank you so much for this award. As an active member of the Summit Food Coalition, we at Asian Services in Action are honored and humbled to receive this award. At Asia, we know that food brings people together. We also know the challenges of having access to healthy food, including culturally specific food from other countries of the world, and that sharing food often gathers diverse people together, people who might not otherwise experience one another. As an organization, Asian Services in Action is proud of its effort to serve as a connector through food. We strive to highlight the richness that immigrants and refugees bring and gain from a food system that is inclusive and values different cultures and languages. At Asia, we are proud to have contributed to the Summit Food Coalition's work through our Happy Fresh Farmers Market program. This program provides opportunities to new Americans to increase access to healthy and fresh foods. It has been especially important for Happy Fresh to grow produce from the native cultures of the community members that we serve. Produce such as pumpkin leaf, bitter melon, sikwa or Asian okra, and a wide variety of hot Thai chilies. This past year, we listened to our community customers, most of whom live in North Akron and surrounding neighborhoods, to move our farmers market from Middlebury to the North Hill neighborhood on the site of Akron Cooperative Farms. Thank you to Doug and Bryson of Akron Cooperative Farms and the Akron Leadership Foundation for trusting us and working with us in making this year's Happy Fresh Market the most successful effort to date. Not only is our Happy Fresh Farmers Market about providing access to local and healthy produce, but it is also about promoting food-based entrepreneurship. The majority of our vendors this year were new Americans who came to the U.S. within the last decade as refugees from Bhutan. Each family had rented a plot of land from Akron Cooperative Farms and decided to give selling through our farmers market a shot. They were by far the most successful vendors. Their produce was so in demand that we would often find over 100 customers waiting in line 15 to 30 minutes before the farmers market even opened. Just to make sure that they got the best pick and that they were able to purchase the produce that they wanted before the vendor sold out. Additionally, our Apex Fund for Economic Opportunities is a program that provides technical assistance and microloans for small businesses, most of whom are local food-based businesses. This program has grown so much since its launch in 2017 that we are in the process of forming its own nonprofit under the Asia umbrella. I'd like to share a story with you about one of our Apex Fund clients. There's an individual, her name is Rat Sorn. She came to this country as a refugee from Burma by way of a Thailand refugee camp. She came to this country approximately 10 years ago, and for years she was living paycheck to paycheck, unable to ever accumulate any meaningful savings or resources. By chance, she happened into one of the ethnic grocery stores in Akron, and where Asia staff were tabling about the Apex Fund for Economic Opportunities. She inquired of the staff member, do we speak the same language, in their native tongue? And as it happened, they did speak the same language, and the Asia staffer was able to provide her with technical assistance such that Ratshorn has not only opened her small storefront back in 2017 through a small microloan of approximately $15,000, but earlier this year, Rod opened up her much larger restaurant as a second location, and is very excited that she is not only providing economic development because she is providing new jobs, but she's also building a foundation so that her family can thrive in this country, and she's no longer living paycheck to paycheck. All this because of a little bit of support. I'd also like to share about our food pantry program. As part of our basic needs services within our social services division, Asia has also been providing emergency food for families that are struggling. And this has been an especially needed resource to many more families than usual during this COVID time, especially for families that have been affected by COVID as a result of losing their jobs. And before COVID, we had provided communal meals to immigrant senior groups looking to thrive in this country, while also being able to celebrate their heritage over a meal and common language. We are so grateful for the opportunity to stand with Summit Food Coalition in uplifting and promoting a robust local food system in Summit County, where so many individuals and organizations like Asia are coming together through Summit Food Coalition's leadership to break through the barriers to food access, promoting policy changes, uplifting local food businesses and farmers markets, and otherwise assisting in educating the general public on resources related to food access. We are so honored to work with all of you in this combined mission and passion for a just and accessible local food system. In addition to Summit Food Coalition, we are particularly grateful to our partners who have worked with us on multiple USDA grants over the years. These partners include Ohio State University Extension and Jacqueline Kowalski, Let's Grow Akron and Lisa Nunn, and the Well CDC with Zach Cole, Kelly McHood, Curtis Minter Jr., and Nick Simonetti. And of course, I would be remiss not to give a giant thank you to our staff at Asia who make all of the programs that I described possible. The majority of our staff speak the languages and share the culture of the clients we serve. And best of all, we are one big, diverse family working together to fulfill our mission to empower and advocate for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, and to provide AAPIs and other immigrant refugee communities access to quality, culturally, and linguistically appropriate information, health, and social services. Thank you again.
Thank you all for joining us this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the food and celebrated the accomplishments of Asia Inc. Please visit our website and consider becoming a member to help us shape the future of our local food system. Good night.